Hi, my name is Brad with Prairie Hyundai, and today we're standing in front of the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Luxury Hybrid. So the Luxury Hybrid has a 1.6 liter turbocharged gas engine backed by a hybrid electric motor. Those two combined allow you give you 226 horsepower and 259 foot-pounds of torque. Those are combined with a 6-speed automatic transmission and Hyundai's H-Track all-wheel drive system. The H-Track all-wheel drive system monitors your wheel speed 100 times per second, and it changes your all-wheel drive for any condition you may come into, any slippage. It'll notice that before you even feel it. This setup, the hybrid luxury setup, allows the Santa Fe to tow 2,500 pounds. That is the luxury specifically. You go up to the ultimate, it has a different drivetrain. It can tow 3,500, whereas your essentials and your preferreds will tow 2,000. Coming to the front of the vehicle, you have the LED daytime running lights, LED headlights. You have your chrome grille with the large Hyundai chrome logo, and then you have your forward collision assist right here in the front bumper. Coming around to the side, and we've got 19-inch wheels with the Continental all-season tires. You've got your rain-sensing windshield wipers on the luxury model, and you have your LED indicators in the mirrors. All models above the Essential will also come with the roof rails here, so you can put anything on the roof that you wish. Let's go around to the back and check out a few of the cargo space options and carry on from there. So here we are at the back of the Santa Fe Hybrid, and one feature I really want to show you guys is the Smart Liftgate feature. So the Smart Liftgate is a feature that a lot of vehicles have a similar rendition of, but the Hyundai ones are really unique because you don't have to wave at a sensor or kick your foot underneath, which is really dangerous if you're on ice or anything like that. You just have to be near the vehicle. So as you can see, the key is in my pocket here, not touching anything. All I have to do is just walk near the vehicle. It'll beep at me 4 times, and then it just opens automatically. And so that is the power lift gate, up and down obviously. Come around to the back, you see there's tons of storage space in the back of the 21 Santa Fe. All trim models have the same amount of storage space. You also do get extra cargo storage down underneath. There's tons of space in there, and you've also got down in here a little bit of extra space. The other ones have more space in here, just the hybrid one has some stuff stored back here, so in other models this is wide open. Coming over to this side, you'll see you've got your 12-volt outlet right here for any kind of coolers or anything like that, and then you can actually drop your rear seats from the storage compartment. So when you're back here, you're trying to load something that doesn't quite fit, rather than having to rest it, you can just drop this here, it goes right down, and drop that there, and the whole seat folds down completely flat. Those seats actually lock down in that position too, so if you don't have weight on them, they're not going to be bouncing around on you. Let's go around to the passenger compartment and look at a few more features there. So here we are in the back of the 21 Santa Fe Hybrid, and as you can see, I have tons of space in front of my knees. I have lots of headroom. I'm actually 5'11" and I fit in here just fine. This front seat is in a comfortable driving position for myself. I haven't moved it forward or anything like that, so you can see there's tons of room. They have the hard back plastic on the seats here, which if someone does have their knees against the seats or your children are kicking it, you won't feel it as much, and it also wipes really clean if that's the case. I also have the heated seats right here, and then the retractable window visors. Some more features in the rear seat of this vehicle. These rear seats actually recline. So I can just pull this and I can recline right back and have a nap if I wish, or sit nice and straight up, whichever I prefer. Another cool feature back here is the 2 USB ports designated just for the rear seat. Let's go to the front of the vehicle and we will show you more of the features there. So coming into the driver's seat of the vehicle here, we'll start to look at all the features that the Santa Fe has to offer for the driver. So of course, you've got your power windows, power door locks, power mirrors. You've also got your child lock down here on the door. So if you're alternating between children and adults as passengers, it's a lot easier than unlocking in the back door like it used to be. You can just unlock it right here. You have your 2 preset seat positions, so you can set it for 2 separate drivers. And then you have a whole lot of adjustment down here on the seat. Obviously your lumbar adjustment, the back of the seat forward and back, the bottom forward and back, up and down, of course pretty standard. But one of the coolest features is you can actually roll the piece out behind your knees to accommodate people with different leg sizes, right? Coming up here, you'll have your lane keep assist, you'll have your power lift gate, traction control on and off, your illumination, and your electronic park brake. So one thing I did want to mention, the entire time we were doing this, the vehicle was actually running in electric mode with the air conditioning on. So if you couldn't hear any noise from it, that's because this vehicle is just that quiet when it's running. There's a whole lot more features to go over on this vehicle, so we're gonna take it on a quick drive, and while we're doing that, then we can go over everything else. So we're here driving the 21 Hyundai Santa Fe Luxury. I just want to start kind of with the features inside here. Starting from this side here, I know it's kind of hard to see, but you do have the auto headlamps with the auto high beams as well. All your Bluetooth controls are on this side of the steering wheel, and then all of your cruise control and other drive options are on this side. You have, of course, your rain sensing wipers, and your rear wiper can all be controlled from here. And then going into the entertainment system, you've got Sirius XM, you've got Bluetooth, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of that in this system. You've also got a cool little hybrid mode in this specific model that will actually show what you're getting for mileage, what you're using for the electric motor, and what the hybrid system is doing. So for someone that's learning the vehicle and they really want to know what is it doing, what can I do to optimize my mileage, you can actually watch on here and learn from that. Down here, of course, you have dual zone climate control. With the coolest thing on this is this auto feature. You can actually change how aggressively it changes the temperature. So you get into a really hot vehicle, the auto kicks in right away and it goes just way too much fan speed for most people. You can actually change that and make it transition temperature a little slower. Coming down to the center here, of course, the push button transmission. Again, 6-speed automatic. The auto hold feature here will hold your brakes for you. If you're sitting on a railroad crossing or something like that, you can actually have it hold your brakes. So you're not putting into park and you're not sitting there holding the brakes the entire time. Heated steering wheel, of course, cooled front seats, heated front seats. Your hill descent mode, you can turn your rear parking sensors on or off. And you also have a parking camera here. That camera will turn on when you're driving around a parking lot or something like that. And you can see all the way around your vehicle and up to about 10 to 15 kilometers an hour, and then it'll actually turn off and go back to this main screen. That feature you can turn on and off here. Now this big item here I've been dancing around the whole time is your selectable drive mode button. So running through here, it'll go from your smart mode, which will change through the drive modes for you, to your sport mode, which again will actually downshift it there for me, and will lock into a 50-50 split and shift a lot later and a lot harder. Your eco mode is going to be mostly front wheel drive. It's going to help you save the most fuel possible. And then you can switch over to your terrain modes, go into your snow mode. That will start you off in second gear, so you have less of a chance of spinning. And then it'll also shift a lot softer and a lot smoother. It'll also, like I said, lock you into that 50-50 split. Mud mode is similar, but it'll allow you to spin to get yourself out of any tough situations. Sand mode, again, similar again, but will keep you from spinning. We'll go back into the regular drive mode. As you cycle through these drive modes, you can actually see it change on the instrument cluster in front of you as you're scrolling through. It completely changes the cluster and just gives you a nice feel depending on which drive mode you're driving in. You've also got down here your wireless charging, which is also vented. And then you've got a USB plug right here, and an extra cup holder right there. As well as I said with the wireless charging there and the USB charger, you've got another USB charger down underneath with a huge amount of storage space to put anything you wish. You've also got a 12-volt charger down there. Up top in the vehicle here, you've got your sunroof. You can tilt that sunroof, you can slide it back, you can close the shade, anything that you want to do, you can do with this sunroof. It's got a multi-position switch. There's 5 different positions that you can put that switch in. That kind of covers everything. Let's go for a drive in this vehicle. So here we are driving along in the 21 Santa Fe. We're going on the highway here. We've got the cruise set at 110 kilometers an hour. I've got the adaptive cruise control on. I've got the lane keep assist on. I've also got the lane follow assist on. So what those will do for us is actually, this vehicle is going to act like a semi-autonomous vehicle and basically drive itself. It still requires a little input from you, but right now I've got 2 fingers on the steering wheel here, and I'm actually not putting any input in. It just needs to see that I'm still here and still aware that we're driving. But if a vehicle pulls in front of me, it's going to slow me down using that adaptive cruise control. If there's a slight bend in the road, it's going to use that lane follow assist to help me take that bend. And then the lane keep assist is going to keep me from drifting off the road. And all of that is controlled with the sensor in the front of the vehicle and 2 cameras up here in the windshield that can see both sides of the road. So it has to see the lines on either side to work properly. Those functions will turn white when they're active or when they're ready. But when they're active, they'll turn green. So you know if it's watching or if it's not. You're not just guessing and hoping for the best. You can also see on the screen that it's showing that it's charging right now. As we roll through these hills, it's actually going to switch in and out of electric mode. So as we start going downhill, it'll run the vehicle full electric to save me fuel. As we need more power to pull the hill, it'll fire up that 1.6 liter turbocharged engine to help pull us up the hill until we're at the top, and it can go back to electric mode. It's really, really smooth. You never feel that 1.6 liter start up, and it's just makes the vehicle a joy to drive. It's so easy to drive. You can take this thing on long trips and never have to worry about getting fatigued at all. It's really, really great. So that covers everything there is to know on the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid Luxury. If you have any more questions about the Santa Fe or about any of our other Hyundai models, please call me, Brad, at Grand Prairie Hyundai, 780-532-5233.